vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it.
And welcome back, everyone. Dr. Patrick Heron is our special guest. He is the author of Return of the Antichrist and the New World Order. His website, www.neph.ie. So, Patrick, what would you like to leave the X-Zone Nation with tonight?
Well, what I'd like to leave the X-Zone Nation with is that these fallen angels are going to manifest on the earth again, and that the world is being prepared, conditioned, brainwashed, subliminally and overtly for the appearance of these men, these supernatural beings, in the coming apocalypse. Many of your listeners will probably be here for that. I hope they're not. I don't wish it on any of them, because it's going to be a very, very bad time. Literally hell on earth, and you don't want to be caught in this demonic colosseum. And that's why a lot of the things that are happening in the world today, Rob, are conditioning people for this. I think I mentioned briefly last week that when I walked through Heathrow Airport, they had posters of what you call these things, an alien, Nephilim, a fallen angel, I call it, a noble-headed alien with the word knowledge written across it. That's not all that was on these things, all the way through Heathrow Airport. Then we have an incredible advertisement on the TV in Europe at the moment of fallen angels, female fallen angels, incredibly lifelike, descending and falling to earth like figs falling from a fig tree.
We have it over here. We have it over here as well. They're advertising a spray for Axe, I believe it is.
Yes, Lynx.
Lynx, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, well, if people haven't seen it, they can click on my website. It's on my splash page. Then I found out that they have a woman in the UN called Mazlan Othman, who's the UN diplomat for aliens in the Office for Outer Space Affairs. Then I hear there's a guy called the Pope's astronomer. We didn't know the Pope had an astronomer. Dr. Guy Consul Magno says he will baptize the aliens if they want to when they arrive, because these are benign beings made by the same God that we are. We have British school children at the moment are being trained in UF crash drills.
Wow.
They are actually staging UFOs crashing into schools and then bringing the local bobbies in together with the teachers and the kids and telling them what to do if a UFO crashes in their school. And of course we have governments all over the world opening up their UFO files, which were top secret up to recently. So all the movies, TV programs and books at the moment that are pervading our daily life and bombarding us, 24/7 are magical, mystical, supernatural, aliens, ETs, UFOs, crop circles, abductions, vampires, search for extraterrestrial evidence. All that stuff has all to do with conditioning, subliminally and overtly, the whole of the human race for the reappearance from both beneath the fallen angels who were here before, and the rest of Satan and the rest of his fallen angels are going to be kicked out of heaven and are going to descend onto the earth like figs falling from a fig tree. And they may just show up in pyramid-shaped UFOs, because they'll be able to point to the New Jerusalem at the end of the book of Revelation and say, look, it says we're going to show up in a city whose length and breadth and height is the same. And I cover all this in detail in my book, Return of the Antichrist and the New World Order.
My good friend, you and I have to say so long for tonight, Patrick. As always, a great pleasure talking to you. My very best to you. Continued success, and thank you for letting the world know about these prophecies that are happening in these present days. So until the next time you and I meet, take care of yourself, my friend, and be well.
Thank you, Rob, and thank you very much for having me on again.
It's always a great pleasure. Bye-bye now. Dr. Patrick Heron is the author of Return of the Antichrist and the New World Order, www.neph.ie. We'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with the news as we continue. We're right here from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Stray right through